Okay, this is about as lame and boring as it gets. All you see is a view of the road in front, and you hear me talking, but see, if I pointed this at myself, you would see even less than you do now. A curious thing happened. I stopped in Chicago when I noticed that the road was blocked because somebody had had an accident. And I just stopped and I got off the exit and went under an overpass, and there it was, a gas station. So I filled up with 89 octane, 10% alcohol, which is like some of the gas I can get at home. And it had some kind of cleaning additive in there. And I figured that should be okay. As soon as I started the car, it ran like shit. It ran like as if there was a flake of rust in the gas line and it was making its way to the fuel filter. Or the only other time I've had a car run like that was when there had been a bit of water in the gasoline tank, and that water got into the fuel filter and sort of plugged it from letting gas through. I thought, it's either that or the octane rating was lower than, lower than advertised. It advertised 89, but it was running as if it was on diesel, or it was not quite like on diesel, but you know what I mean, as if it's running on cheap gas. And it wasn't pinging though, it was just sort of stumbling. I thought, oh no, I'll have to put some better gas in there. But I stopped to call my mother to tell her what kind of progress I'm making, which is pretty good progress actually. It's 8 o'clock at night Pacific time. That means that here it's either 10 or 11. I think it's 11 now. I think that now that we're getting into Michigan, it's 11. Anyway, I talked to my mother, told her how the things were. Then I thought, oh, well, should I, burn off some of this gas and fill it up with some high octane at, somewhere down the road, or what? But I started up the car, and it ran fine, and now it's running like a top, as if there never had been a problem. I guess running the tank low down to almost nothing dislodged some crap that was in there, either flakes of rust or just some dirt, and that dirt got into the fuel line and it worked its way up to the fuel filter, and once it got to the fuel filter, hey, it's running happy again, because the fuel filter is a great big box with lots of capacity for trapping dirt. So like I said, she's running good again and happy. I'm going to proceed then, try and make it into Canada through Michigan tonight, and try and find a motel room somewhere not too terribly far from London or Tilbury or some town like that. I just want to get through customs and across the border and all that shit. Anyway, that's play-by-play on what I want to do. Get past this fucking truck. Alright. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm in Michigan somewhere. I don't know the exact name of the town, but it's Michigan. Not far into Michigan, really. And I see there's a Steak and Shake. And there's that store. It's a Meijer store. Now, I have never seen a Meijer store before, and I have never heard of them. However, inside that Meijer store, it is bigger than the biggest Walmart I've ever seen. It is bigger than the Walmart in Victoria, which is one of the biggest in Canada. I have never seen a store as big as the Meijer. And the only reason I went there was because I pulled into a gas station when I pulled off the highway, and I wanted to get a 6-pack of beer because I want to bed me down in an hour or two. I'm going to get myself a motel room, and I want to have a couple of beers before going to sleep, and while I put a video up onto YouTube. And I want to go east. Yes, I do. Now, another curious thing happened. I wanted to keep the beer cold, so I opened up the trunk. I wanted to put the beer in the trunk to keep it colder. And I turned the key, and the trunk did not open. Now, I have 2 sets of keys, so I tried the other key, and that one didn't open either. The trunk is shut. There's nothing. There's a cemetery. Ooh, it's Halloween tomorrow. There's a crypt. Oh, cool. Did you see that? Okay, well, maybe not, but it's a cemetery. Okay. So, I don't even know the name of this town, but it has that incredible store, and my trunk won't open. I really hope that I don't have any trouble at the border trying to get back into Canada, because if they ask me to open my trunk, I will not be able to, and then there might be hell to pay. Fortunately, I have everything in here. There's nothing in the trunk except the spare tire. Oh my goodness, what an adventure. Okay, well, let's get over this. Back on the highway.
Fetwick.
Feckwick.
Fetwick. Fetwick.